Hello, 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 ladies.
Hello, happy Wednesday.
Hi.
Happy Wednesday. We are back and better than ever in the remote recording mode.
Yeah, we are.
Unfortunate. So sad.
Yeah. Come back to us.
Yeah.
It's so sad, but there are silver linings because, we're closer to video than ever before. Maybe you'll be watching this episode on video. I don't know.
Yeah. Go to our YouTube, see if we're there or not. Look at the merch. Isn't it pretty?
Yeah, we have a hat.
I think we once described what these merch items were, but then we never brought them back to you. So let us just refresh your memories as now they're going to appear in the public eye. My shirt says, if not conspiracy, why conspiracy shaped? And that's a reference to our Denver International Airport episode. And it's blue in honor of Lucifer, the giant horse that lives there and maybe also cursed its creator and unalived him.
Also, sorry for listeners. I guess our neighbors' gardeners have decided now is a good time to do their job, which is fair, not on them. But if you hear things in the background, it's that.
Yeah,
sorry.
so sorry.
They'll go away at some point. Well, behind me is one of my favorite items, is the Pour Some Lore tote bag. It is very handy. It is durable. I go grocery shopping with it constantly. And it's so freaking cute. It's giving like retro vibes. All of these are designed by our resident graphic designer, Samantha Winchester. We're very proud of her.
I do love the Pour Some Lore tote. And we also have a wine tote in the same design, so you can hold 2 wine bottles. But behind me, I have the classic Mark of Satan hat, which is one of my favorites, which is a reference to our dreams episode.
Yeah.
The church believed that sleepwalking for a while there was a mark of Satan, a classic mark of Satan, if you will.
Classic.
So if you
And
sleepwalk,
were they wrong?
watch out for Satan.
I think it's too late for them.
It's true.
They've already been hit.
You've been taken. You won't survive the apocalypse, the biblical apocalypse we just talked about this.
Hold on.
Come back. Well, if you like our merch, just know that it's available if you are a member of our Patreon. It is exclusive to our lords and lordies and explorers. So hop on the Patreon if you want to check out the merch.
Yeah.
Perfect
If
for
not-
spooky season, I have to say.
Quite literally.
Truly.
This is our month, y'all. Or
Yeah.
it will be our
Yes.
month very soon. I don't know if we count this as spooky season yet. It's certainly fall now, but
Well, Trader Joe's is all decked out in fall stuff, so I think they dictate the calendar. So I think we're in spooky season right now.
So fair. I think
So
that
true.
whenever the weather gets below 92 degrees in LA, I'm like, oh, it's fall. And we've been in the low mid 80s and I'm like, we've hit fall.
Wow.
so you just live in perpetual spooky season is what I'm hearing.
In one way or another, yes.
Yeah, isn't it just a state of mind? Spooky season's in here. This
Yeah,
place
yeah.
is scary.
Oh yeah.
And I will say, look, if you're not on our Patreon, that is okay. Will you have a chance to get merch? Yes. The answer is yes. We're giving it to our Patreon first because we love you guys and your support has been really tangible. But if not, your support has also been super tangible and you will get your chance. We will also, I'll tease this, be giving away some free merch. Not a lot of it, as we're small, but enough to say thank you to you all for our
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah.
A birthday gift maybe to you.
We're giving all of our presents to you because we're nice like that.
As we should.
As we should.
It's what we do for our birthday,
Yeah,
Yes.
when it's like canon that when you turn 1 year old, you should give away your gifts.
Correct.
I think that's like a thing.
Yeah. And it's like
That
you
is
won't
what
even
yeah.
be able to remember it in the long run, so why do you need the
Yeah,
gift
exactly.
in the first place?
Exactly.
Give us a smash cake and we're happy. That's it.
Yes. Because without you all, we're
fun.
just talking on FaceTime to each other, which is just as exciting, but you make it more exciting.
Other fun things that are going to happen when we start spooky season next week. On the Patreon, we are starting a new segment called Sunday Scaries, where one of us will tell a spooky poem or spooky story, just a fun little extra thing to add some lore to your week. We're also doing shout outs on episodes if you are a member. We are going to do weekly trivia on Friday to test your knowledge of lore. And we are going to go live together at the end of October on the Patreon.
Yeah. will say I'm really excited for my Sunday Scary. My
yeah?
first Sunday Scary, at least.
What is it?
You'll just have to find out when that happens.
I'll have to subscribe to the Patreon and find out.
Exactly. But it's like my favorite spooky story and has been since high school. So I'm very excited.
I don't know if I'm going to make this a Sunday Scary or if I'm just going to do it separately, but Jesse and Sammy know I am hard at work on a quiz for you to get to know the ladies who lore and find out which lady you manifest the traits of. Perhaps all of us. But maybe you know, maybe you don't. But that'll just be another birthday gift from us to you.
Also, since it is our birthday, we're kind of trying to glow up, as the children say. I don't know. So if you have any ideas of new segments or things that you would like to see in our podcast, let us know. We are all ears. We are so excited to grow and change with the new year. So help us out with that. We want to hear from you.
Definitely.
Yeah, this is our month of sort of like resolutions and milestones. So this is the time. Like if you've got a suggestion, we're reworking things. We're going to re-record our intros, things like that. If you're really unhappy with something going on in the podcast and you need it to be cut, this is the time.
Okay. There's only so much power we're giving to everyone else, but yes.
Oh, I'm not saying we're going to do it all. I'm just saying we're going to be meditating on it for about a month, and then we'll instill those changes shortly.
Someone's going to be like, can you just like stop doing the podcast? That would be great.
Stat, actually.
Okay, so
We have lines.
Or bad. We have lines, yes.
Yeah, we have lines. Boundaries, one would say. Well, anyway, aside from all that, how are you guys?
Great.
How's life?
Life is great. I miss y'all. I'm back in New York, but New York is a really beautiful place to be in the fall. So I can't complain.
Yeah.
I feel like a very lucky duck.
You are a lucky duck.
Definitely.
Is it getting colder?
No, not really. But it's like perfectly not humid at all. So in that way, you can feel that it's changed from summer to fall on the East Coast. So we're just getting lovely, 70-degree days. A little bit of rain here and there, but mostly just like breezy and lovely.
That's so perfect.
I'm so jealous. But I also want you back. So if New
back.
York can like not be as pretty in the fall sometimes, to get you back, that would be great. You know?
Do you know what else is really pretty in the fall? Us. So come on home.
So come on home.
Somehow I thought you were going to say like wine. And I was like, Jesse, that's...
No.
Bad transition. Bad transition.
I've learned. I know that I'm not good at them anymore. I have failed.
You used to be so good.
I was younger then. I have been thinking a lot about, existential dread and aging and all that fun stuff as we're gearing up for our birthday and also my actual birthday. And it doesn't help that Sammy and I went to our 10-year high school reunion last night.
Yeah.
Which was jarring.
Wow.
Yeah. It was, I thought it was going to be weird and like a little awkward.
Yeah.
It was much more awkward. Lovely to see people. But like, you know what I mean? Because it's that thing where it's like, I don't remember your name, but I know your face.
Yes.
I remember you, but I don't know you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very interesting to have like the similar things of every conversation of like, what have you been up to?
Yeah.
It was so nice to get like reacquainted with these people.
It was hard because they gave us name tags, but the name tags hung so low that you had to like figure out a way to like look without calling out that you're looking.
When we're saying low, it's like belly button or a little bit below belly button height.
What? Yeah.
For name tags.
No,
Oh,
literally.
yeah. They were like on lanyards.
Yeah. That were low as hell.
There was
Come
one
on.
moment that I was looking through my purse and someone walked up at the exact moment I was looking at my purse and I was like, thank goodness, because now I can like look through my purse but also casually look at your name tag without you knowing.
No, literally. So that was fun. Shout out to all of our high school people.
Yeah, it was really nice to see everyone.
It was.
Like, was such a fun night overall.
Yeah, people are cool. People are cool.
I feel like it's like a very pleasing feeling to go to a reunion because usually bygones are bygones and like even the most annoying people you remember are like really fun and interesting. I don't know. Maybe that's not how you felt, but I love knowing that everyone matures.
Yeah.
Yes, everyone definitely matures. I feel like cliques were still sort of happening, but that's because people were reconnecting with people who they were friends with.
Yeah.
But it was more like loosey-goosey, which was really cool.
And the thing I really liked too about it was like hearing about lives of like people have babies and fiancés and husbands and wives, like that was so cool.
I know. I'm like, aren't you 16? What are we talking about? Well,
sounds like a
you know what else
blast.
ages finely?
Whoa, she did it.
That was a good one.
Sorry, I swooped in.
No,
That was a
it was
good
so
one.
good. I was
redeem
going to do a
myself.
similar thing, but yours was
Oh,
better.
go for it.
No, yours
No,
was
do it,
better.
do it.
I was going to ask if you had anything to drink last night or if you were waiting for your
Also a good
wine today.
That was
yes.
also great.
Let's go get that wine. Okay, laddies who lore, and I do say that laddies because I didn't even
that a clue?
mention this, but I'm in an Outlander phase. I'm rewatching, and it's like I'm obsessed.
I love Outlander. First season.
I've never seen
Freaking
it.
amazing.
Oh my god. It's sexy.
And
I
that's
don't
not even a
know.
clue. I just had to say it. I was like, oh, I didn't even tell
Sure
them the
it
most important
isn't.
part of my week.
Thank you for filling us in.
The wine, or rather, the sparkling brut.
Wow.
Ooh.
I like the colors.
Ooh.
It's McBride's Sisters Black Girl Magic Sparkling Brut.
I have always wanted to try this
Yes.
vineyard winery.
Yeah.
I see them in stores all the time.
It's the sparkling brut is like a gold, which is really pretty.
Yeah, she's shiny.
Oh.
Wow. On the back it says, "This is wine like you, forever bold and beautiful. It's bursting with flavors." Oh, there are notes. I will not say them.
I don't know the notes. I know one note that I saw, and then I like ran.
Yeah.
You threw the bottle and you
Yes.
ran away.
I dropped the bottle.
It also says palate pleasing bubbles, which I thought is a really nice
That's
way.
lovely.
California's finest wine growing regions.
I love that it's Black owned and women owned.
Hell yeah.
It's giving like tarot or some type of thing that has to do with like witchy magic.
Hoodoo?
Maybe.
Voodoo? Maybe.
I don't know.
Because voodoo's more like the... Which one's more black magic? Voodoo or hoodoo? I forget. I think it's hoodoo.
Is it?
Who knows?
Hoodoo is a form of American folk magic focused on practical individual magical practices, where voodoo involves communal worship of spirits. So it's voodoo
Okay.
is the more
Well,
like
it's giving
dark
voodoo.
magic. It's giving voodoo, but it's also giving... Maybe it's just because I'm stuck on magic and
Yeah.
thinking about how you guys thought of magic for my Annabelle episode. I'm like, is it some sort of like magician lore?
Hypnosis type thing.
Yeah, hypnosis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really think it has to do more with black magic.
You think?
I do. I don't know, obviously, but I think it could be like a tarot hoodoo vibe.
Did you say black magic?
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting.
In a good way?
I don't know. Lock in your final guesses, ladies. We don't have all day.
Okay. I'm going to say like black magic voodoo
Okay.
or like general black magic, something with that. For sure.
I am going to go with positive magic because you were so concerned about us going the dark route. I'm going to pick the lore of...
Nailing it.
I don't know, some sort of like good Galinda magic.
Magic.
Actually, Galinda's evil.
Just
some
magic?
Sort of like...
Whoa.
Yeah, just magic.
That is
that's
a
what
hot
you're going
take
for.
We're gonna have to get through at another time. Galinda's
Whoa.
evil.
I don't think she's nice.
I don't think she's good.
She ain't a good witch.
She ain't good. I'll tell you
That's
that
for
much.
Yeah.
Sorry,
tell you
spoilers.
all
No, she is not good.
Wait, okay, maybe it's about girl though. Maybe girl is the lore. Like it's like some sort of like Island of Dolls thing, or some sort of like Forever Young situation where like with Hayubachu Forest, how the girls walked in
Yeah.
and like came out the same. Maybe it's something like that,
Like
where
a
it's like
girl magic thing.
but like girl focused in a creepy way.
I love it.
Shall we pop the cork and get some sparkly brut on?
Yeah.
Woo! Let's see if I can do this on camera. Ah!
You got
I can.
this.
Woo!
I love the scream that came with it.
It was her
It's
woo.
so pretty.
It's so pretty.
I love how like minimalist the bottle is. It's gorgeous. It's like very clean and pretty. I love it.
And I like that the sparkling has a sparkle to it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Is it about sparkles?
Oh my gosh.
You know what? We should... Hold on. Can I make one more theory?
Oh, I feel like you've changed your guess many times today, Jessie, but you can make one more theory.
You're right. Because I know that Black Girl Magic has a lot of different wines. So the reason you chose this is specific. So I'm wondering if there's some sort of like sparkle,
Sparkling
some
yeah.
sort of. All right.
That
That's
is
all.
such a good point.
Thank you, and maybe it's a mood one.
It
but-
could be.
Cheers.
Cheers, ladies. It's like, it's really effervescent. Like, it got in my nose before I even drink it.
I love when Prosecco's do that, or sparkling wines. Okay, I have the flavor palette. You want to take some guesses?
I'm getting fruits, but not like acidic fruits, more like more decadent-y fruits, like a peach and a pear and a little bit of almost like caramel or like something sweet, like not vanilla, but I'll say caramel. I don't even know if that's a Prosecco note usually, but I'll say caramel. It's not super sweet. I only say that because it like is a really full-bodied Prosecco. Like it doesn't taste super crisp and acidic. It tastes more like a Chardonnay that is sparkly to me.
I'm full disclosure. I'm sticking with water today. I'm a little hungover, but
I bet I could still suggest your water to have a note. Ready? It's
Okay,
like
yeah, I'm ready.
LaCroix, how LaCroix whispers a fruit into your ear. Okay.
I'm ready to close my eyes and.
Okay, you're going to taste vanilla in this water.
I get that. There's a little vanilla.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah?
On the back. On the back.
There you go. On the back of the tongue.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, will you tell me my notes?
Okay, caramel's wrong, but the thought is correct in the way of like, it's crisp green apple, which I feel like
Okay.
apples and caramel. I'm gonna give it
Yeah,
that.
maybe. Sure.
Juicy
I don't know.
pear.
Weird leap.
Juicy
Weird
pear?
leap, I know. Juicy pear, you got that right.
Okay.
Melon.
Okay, that's like another one of those like sweet fruits that's like decadent to me.
Yes.
That's
And then we
right.
have citrus zest, light florals.
Light floral, I get. Citrus zest. I think I'm anti that citrus. I don't think citrus is in here, but I get it.
Well, it's just a little zest.
It's a zest.
not like the full
Lindsay,
thing.
A
calm
whispering
down.
of
Yeah.
citrus.
Since you're getting really mad about
It's
the
just
zest.
a zest.
Stop it.
It's just a zest. Sammy did exactly what I thought you were going to do, and that's kind of correct. I had a really hard time finding a bottle for this, which I was shocked by, but like everything that did fit it was like $50, and I was like, I can't.
Yeah, no.
So
Not
thank
on a
you,
budget.
thank you, Black Girl Magic, for being budget friendly and delicious. I hoped that magic would be the clue here, but then I did think that some amount of people would take the girl out of it, see black magic, and decide from there what was going on. And I will say, black magic isn't what I'm doing today, but a lot of people there's a lot of dialogue about what black magic is. Some people feel that it's a term that is used to describe like hoodoo and voodoo. Some people don't say that it has anything to do with it. It's just anything that was thought of like as unchristian or unholy magic. One of the oldest tricks in the book, something that's been around for a really long time through language and everything else. And I thought, it's not spooky season yet, but we're almost there. So let's get a little witchy in preparation for all the scaring we're going to be doing in October. And let's talk about curses.
Fun.
I love curses.
Oh my
Love curses.
Curses are creepy. And full disclosure, this is not going to be me telling you how to curse your enemies, okay? I don't think we should do that. I am not advocating for that here. Actually, we had a very viral TikTok. You maybe hear from the viral TikTok in which I stated that at times I had told the trees the wrongs that had been done and the trees had taken care of it. If you listen to that full podcast episode, because some people had criticism of that to say, hey, don't curse people, don't use revenge. We're not saying that, and we weren't saying that then. We were just saying the trees are crazy when they hear and justice prevails. All this to say, there's a fine line between revenge and justice. So I think we should get into it.
The trees balance karma. That's all it is.
Oh, that's all it is.
They're just
Ladies.
nature's magic.
We should also maybe just count how many times we curse during this episode. Because a curse word isn't a real curse. That's not actually where it came from. It, again, came from this unholy notion that these words were unholy. But I think for funsies, because it's got the same etymology, let's count our curses carefully.
I love it.
If we can figure this out, we should put a curse counter in the corner.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
If we can figure it out, that's what's happening.
Yes.
That would be so fun.
So, boom.
I wonder
That
if we
would
already
be
have.
fucking fun. Let's
Starting
go.
now.
Number 1.
Number 1, fuck. I'm just kidding. Well, no, I'm not. I'm not kidding. I said
Not anymore.
Okay, now we're at 2, I think. Okay, so what is a curse? And not a curse word, a curse. A curse is defined as a solemn utterance intended to invoke a supernatural power to inflict harm or punishment on someone or something.
I love that they put an emotion with it. Like solemn is an emotion.
That's true. You're not happy
That's
about
fascinating.
cursing, at least in this definition. But this
Yeah.
is the
No,
dictionary
literally.
definition.
That's cool.
This is Merriam-Webster herself. Actually, I'm pretty sure Merriam-Webster is 2 surnames. It's not.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so too.
But I like
I
to
think it's
think-
2 men also.
I like
Yeah.
to think it's Merriam-Webster, and it's a lady. Because it's a
Our girl.
She knows everything.
I suppose you're wondering, other slight negative spells, jinxes, hexes, those are also curses, but they are allegedly, they're chiller versions of a curse.
Oh.
In order, it's agreed for the most part that jinxes are the shortest, most temporary, silly thing, like you're inconveniencing your enemy. Hexes are a little more intense, but then curses are more dangerous and have longer lasting effects. And it's funny because while I didn't go into Harry Potter to look for any of this, it does include all of those, and it actually includes them kind of correctly, at least in the witchcrafty community. Not that you're using a wand to curse people, but like the severity of jinx, hex, curse, it's correct in Harry Potter. So there you have it, if you're
That's
needing a
good.
shortcut. So you know what I'm gonna do next? I'm gonna say curses are from all over the world.
We love a world lore, global
The
lore.
world of lore, Lindsay's world of lore. They are
World
from
of
all over the
Lorecraft.
world, and they are
Whoa.
world of Lorecraft.
Whoa.
That's
Thank
really
you.
good.
Trademark.
Jesse's trademarking everything these days.
As
you
you should.
just say it, right? It's
Yeah.
like a,
Yeah,
it's
that's how
a
it works.
declaration.
You've done it.
I
Actually,
declare
similar
trademark.
to cursing. I actually think cursing was like the oldest form of like copyright law and like litigiousness. I'll explain that in just a moment. But the first curses were found in Mesopotamia, and they weren't all like crazy big curses. Some of them were like kind of small. My favorite example is that there's a place called Nineveh in Mesopotamia where all of the books in this library were marked with curses. So literally, it's a severe threat against copyright infringement. The warning says, whoever shall carry off this tablet or shall inscribe his name on it, side by side with mine own, may Ashur and Belit, I'm pretty sure those are deities, overthrow him in wrath and anger, and may they destroy his name and prosperity in this land.
That's iconic.
Honestly, bring it back.
Jesse, instead of saying trademark, you should have said, may Ashur and Belit overthrow anyone who uses World of Lorecraft in wrath.
So fucking cool. That's so cool. Holy shit.
Yeah, they were like kind of a regular legal thing, and it was not at all uncommon to have a tablet, usually a tablet in these times, where you wrote a curse invoking a god to sort of destroy your enemy if they did something, right? Another great example is something that you talked about in our mummies episode. In ancient Egypt, there were inscriptions on all of these pharaohs' tombs basically asking people or warning people to not disturb the dead, which fair ask, in my opinion. But they would say, you know,
Agreed.
terrible things will befall those who open the tomb of King Tut or whoever it is. And I have a quick caveat side note here. I watched The Mummy like a week ago, and I'm gonna bring it back.
And sorry, who was in The Mummy?
Well, actually, this is not about Brendan Fraser. I was specifically bringing it up to take away attention from Brendan Fraser and The Mummy, since that's what we just keep doing.
Honestly? How
Fraser.
dare you?
What I actually wanted to tell the people that I don't think he's the hottest person in The Mummy by far. I think the way hotter man is the guardian of the tomb, the leader of the Guardians. His name is Ardith Bey in the movie, but he's played by Oded Fair.
The hot name.
Hottie. That's all I have to say. That was
It's in the name.
Bay.
That was my takeaway from The Mummy was, sorry, Brendan Fraser, this is not about you. This is about the hottie who's telling everyone to not open the tomb.
I have to rewatch it.
So he has
for
some
him.
common sense too, which is really
Yeah.
nice.
No, he's clearly the adult in the room. Like, everyone else is like, why not? I think his intelligence is very attractive.
I think people
So
can
true.
get behind that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one's disagreeing. Everyone's like, yes.
He's the movie, is what I'm hearing.
Has this become a Brendan Fraser, like, diss podcast?
Fraser.
It is.
So yes. We got yelled at last time.
Oh, yeah, like an Outlander. Jamie
What?
Fraser.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I'll think Brendan Fraser.
Immediately gets it wrong.
No, you won't.
Fraser.
I'm
it
not
just
cursing.
sounds wrong.
Anyway, that's what I'll think from now on when we mention
Interesting.
him next time on the podcast, because he keeps coming up. Well, another good example of a tablet that has carvings of a curse are runestones in Scandinavia. Often have curses as well. One of them, famous one in Sweden, tells the victim that they'll be incessantly plagued by maleficence, doomed to insidious death is he who this breaks. So anyone who breaks the runestone in question, really done so.
Yikes.
Whoa.
What if you're just like clumsy?
I don't think it
like
matters.
trip?
Yeah. Oh, damn it.
I'm not sure they care. The gods or whoever is doing the cursing.
They're like, either way, you fucking broke it. So
They're like, I don't care how it broke. I just know that it broke.
it's like instead of you break it, you buy it. It's like you break it, you die.
One of my next favorites. So those were mostly ancient times, and curses kept being a regular sort of thing. In Greco-Roman society, cursing tablets would usually invoke gods of the underworld against people's adversaries. So there's a very famous tablet that lives in London where someone, I'm pretty sure this is a regular person now. It's not necessarily like a big, like, this library curses you. This is just a regular, piece of drama going on in the age. There's a tablet cursing Trescia Maria. And this is my favorite by far. It says, I curse Trescia Maria and her life and mind and memory and liver and lungs mixed up together, and her words, thoughts, and memory. Semicolon.
That's like
Thus, may she be unable to speak what things are concealed, nor be able.
that's like evil. I love it though.
I love the idea of this person journaling way back when. Because
Yes.
this is essentially a journal
Yeah.
entry, right? We've all written something like this.
Something like this.
Right? I curse Trisha Maria and her lungs and
And her liver.
Like, I've written that.
I hate that lady. Curse her,
It's on
her
page
lungs,
13
her memory,
of
her
my
liver,
journal
everything.
right now.
I hope she's okay. Or was okay.
Yeah,
Whoa.
That's awesome.
I hope it turned out well for her. But the point is, curses were kind of a functional part of a lot of religious systems and systems for people to seek justice. So it was not like a crazy, creepy thing. Obviously, there were more creepy people, but like people were cursing. They were cursing each other.
People be cursing.
What can I say? But then, if you want to take a guess on when curses began to be thought as like real evil, I bet you can figure it out.
I certainly can.
I
Christianity
Yeah.
arising. Yeah.
Woo!
100%.
It's always the same story. Post-Christianity, curses started being thought of as kind of evil. And that's more because God was supposed to be the ultimate authority. You weren't supposed to be going around cursing people willy-nilly as a commoner, as just a lady who gives you that power, you know?
That's fair.
Yeah.
It's like slightly surprising because curses are in the Bible quite regularly. There are a lot of curses. But God usually does those curses. So, like, for instance, the most famous one is the Passover curse, where God curses, the firstborn child, sends all the plagues to the Egyptians. But then there are people who curse each other, too, in the Bible, which I thought was very exciting. So, like, in the book of Joshua curses anyone who rebuilds the city of Jericho. And he just does that. But he was a holy guy, so I suppose we're fine with it.
He just does it. Classic Josh.
Okay. Other famous curses, other curses in history. The most famous and probably most long-lasting is the evil eye, if you've heard of it. It's still surviving.
I thought it was a protection.
Well, the curse itself is the evil eye. The protection is called a mati or a nazar, those eyes that you see. I believe mati is the Greek name and nazar, it's more the Middle Eastern name. Basically, the evil eye curse is everywhere. It's a curse that people can put on you by like wishing you ill, and then those talismans are supposed to ward it off. And it's a very common curse. And it depends on who you ask, but like some people believe it's like put on you if you're arrogant or something like that. But a lot of people believe, and this is what I actually heard from my friend who explained it to me once, who was Greek. She said that you attract the evil eye to you, and it comes from people you know. Like envious or hateful individuals who wish you malice or harm. So almost more like tall poppy syndrome. Like you don't want to draw too much attention to yourself because people can start turning their negative energy toward you, and that'll curse you.
Wow.
Interesting.
I don't know if you know this off the top of your head, but or if you're about to talk about it, but is it true that like if you get the evil eye like protection eyes for yourself, it won't work? Like someone has to get it for you?
Oh, I don't know.
I've heard that. I was talking to a coworker about that the other day because they have an evil eye bracelet.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I got it for myself though, so I don't think it is supposed, like, I think it's supposed to be someone else. So I don't think it works.
Interesting.
But she's not sure. I was like, I don't know, but I'm curious.
Huh.
That's super interesting. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I will say I bought, when I was in Greece a few years ago, I bought an evil eye anklet that I loved a lot. And I was going to insert this story as another example of a protection item of mine breaking very quickly.
Lindsay.
But it did, and it like totally disappeared. And I noticed like the night it disappeared, I walked my entire sidewalk that I had been walking when it broke.
Weird.
No trace of it, totally disappeared. So I was more going to be like, oh my God, look.
That happened to me with
Whoa.
my evil eye as well. Or the bracelet that I had. It like completely disappeared as well.
Whoa. Does that mean it works? Like once it's all used up?
Yeah,
or something?
I mean,
Maybe.
I think maybe it works, and then the evil forces are just too much for it.
It dips out. So like, whoa, I'm sorry, you are too tall of a poppy for me. Goodbye.
Too tall of a pop.
I've done my work. I can't. It's too much.
Goodbye.
Well, Sammy, we can replenish each other's. Maybe that's the better way to do it.
Excuse me. Just fuck me then. Wow.
I didn't know you wanted one. I just know that Sammy and I had them, and they went away.
That's fair. I mean, I would love one.
All right. We'll do a three-way.
Watch our listeners like send in a bunch of evil eye bracelets.
Aww.
Thank you guys. That's so nice.
Well, the evil eye is actually a good example of something that I came across during this called Apotropaic magic. And that is magic which wards off evil. And there's a ton of it in the world. So if you are being cursed, there are ways around it. The cross is a very big symbol of apotropaic magic in general. That's why people try to use it for exorcisms or things like that. You have the simple examples, and I'm not going to go into all of them because I now want to do a separate episode on, good luck charms and talismans.
Oh,
That's nice.
Yeah, this could be like a part 2 of like, what's your anti-curse magic? But, you've got crossing fingers, knocking on wood. In the ancient times, ivory wands and shells seemed to be very popular. Something about, I don't know, I won't pretend to know. Crystals, obviously, we have our matching crystal bracelets as ladies who lore. Gorgons in ancient Greek times, Medusa mentioned.
Our girl.
And even like horseshoes, which again, that's another deep
yeah.
dive I'm excited to go on because I really don't know why horseshoes are lucky.
I don't either.
I don't either. I used to take horse lessons because we won them in an auction. And I fell in love with this horse named Mr. P. And I remember when his horseshoe like fell off or like came off. And I was like, can I keep it? And they were like, yeah. And I have no idea where it went.
No.
And it broke my heart because I loved that horse so much.
Mr. P.
But it was such a cool thing. I was like, this feels so lucky. I get to
That's
keep
so
this thing that was
sweet.
on this animal.
That's really
It's weird.
nice. No, that's really
So I'm
nice.
curious as to like why.
You'll get the part 2 eventually when you least
Can't wait.
expect it, like mermaids.
And Bigfoot.
And Bigfoot, yeah.
And Bigfoot.
Yeti.
What I'm most excited to explain is the Roman good luck charm that makes me want to guffaw. So, do you know it? Or
It makes you want to guffaw.
it does. It's the funniest thing I've heard all day.
Roman good luck charm?
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
it's a penis.
What is it? I was literally gonna say a penis. I shit you not. I was gonna say a penis. Because I was like, that's ridiculous. Yeah. What do you mean? Whose penis?
Penises.
All of them?
Oftentimes flying penises.
Huh?
Dude, they're
Like in a flock?
yeah. The penis was
flock
thought
of
of as like a symbol of like power and like protection, and so they're everywhere.
Roman.
Like when they were excavating Pompeii, they were like, "Why are there penises everywhere?"
What?
Yeah, this is a part of history that has been way too glossed over. I looked at some really beautifully like carved iron penises with wings today.
A sentence that you never think you would ever hear.
Yeah.
They're called fascina, like Fascina.
Sure.
And they're great terms.
Wow.
Do people like put them on keychains and things?
I really think they put them
In ancient
they put
Roman
them everywhere,
times.
Sammy. Like they were
like,
on
now.
sidewalks.
keychains?
Now.
We can.
Like,
Should we
do
get
people still do this?
next Ladies Who Lore gift matching flying penis keychains?
Wait.
Instead of trademark, what are we saying now?
Trademark.
Yeah. Write us in at Ladies Who Lore Pod if you want a flying penis keychain for good luck.
And if you take the idea of a flying penis, I will curse you and your heart and your liver and your memory and your speaking.
And your lungs.
That's great.
It's actually so funny.
Oh, that's good.
So it doesn't get better than that, but there are
Yeah.
curses still exist, and they're everywhere,
Fair.
and there are good examples everywhere. You've got the Kennedy curse, very famous. The
Classic.
idea that the descendants of the Kennedys are cursed. There are lots of generational curses, by the way. Like, generational curses are a genre of curse that is very well documented, even in the ancient times. It's in the Bible as well. There are generational curses. And I think that's also partially because you have a thing in your generation, like you have trauma, and trauma does get passed down in so many ways. So
Yeah.
partially explicable to me. Midwest mention here, you have the Billy Goat curse in Chicago. Anyone?
No.
Bueller? Okay.
What's the Billy Goat curse?
The Billy Goat curse. Thank you for asking, Jesse. The Billy Goat curse was famously on the Chicago Cubs. Shout out. I know we've got some Cubs fans on this podcast. Where some man tried to take his Billy Goat into a Cubs game long ago. This is all off the cuff because I'm from Chicago, so I'm just going with my lore. some guy tried to take his pet billy goat into Wrigley Field. And they said, no can do, buckaroo. We're not
Classic
letting you
Chicago
in there
speak.
with a billy goat. That wouldn't be fair to the other patrons, I assume. This is what is being said. And he's like, fine, but I now curse the Chicago Cubs. They will not win, I believe, a National League championship or a World Series for the next 100 years. Curse.
Whoa.
And you know what?
Wait, yeah.
It worked. They only won the World Series when Jesse and I were in college together in 2017.
Yeah. Exciting.
Yeah, really exciting. Great time to be at Northwestern.
Yeah.
But wait, I'm
Holy
gonna guess.
shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
All because you couldn't
Honestly,
bring his pet goat
go
in.
for
So
that
you really
guy.
don't have to have a good reason.
Hey, let this be a lesson. Always let the goat in.
Yeah.
I think that's the lesson.
That's the only lesson I got.
We have other cursed objects like the mirror from my mirrors episode, the Dracula mirror. You have the Hope Diamond, which I'd love to go into one day. But I can't.
I was
Do I
just
want
researching that the other day.
Really?
That is so weird. Yeah, just for funsies. Wait, yeah, go into it.
Telepathy. No, I'm not gonna.
Oh, because it's an episode.
Yeah, it could be an episode. I'm not going to steal an episode from one of you ladies. This is our curses overview. But curses, while they were told to go away, they're still here, and we're still superstitious. So, can you buy curses today on the internet, on Etsy?
Yes.
You can. And I refuse to go into the modern day ethics of any sort of events that might have affected. And I think you should go look on the internet and read about it if you're curious. I don't think you should curse people. We here at Ladies Who Lore, we don't curse in this episode, and we don't curse outside of the episode because, just don't do it.
Yeah. But it'll come back to you in some way, which is not what you want.
That's a dark path to go down.
That's like the karma of it all. Like,
Yeah.
it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. And who are you to be the decider of all of this? You can ask for karma, I think. You can ask for, karma to do its job, but I don't think you can be the karma necessarily. I think that's a dark path.
Yeah.
I agree.
But if you want to, and if you're curious for academic purposes, you can go on Etsy right now. And it is mind-blowing to me what is available for purchase from $2 to $200.
Whoa.
Yes, anywhere in that price range you can find curses, you can find ways to lift curses. You can find a spell for I don't remember how much money that tells you if you've got a curse on you. Should we do it?
Should we do that?
I don't know.
Jinx. Wait. Is it bad to say jinx?
Whoa, I didn't even think about that.
I don't know.
So, if you've ever bought something from an Etsy witch, please write into the pod. I'm deeply curious. I am. I'm not saying it has to be a curse. I'm just saying, there are so many interesting shops out there that I had no idea about. The lore continues in the internet age. So, please let me know. I had a lot of fun reading the reviews, but I will say that most of the reviews were for items from the shop, like candles or special oils or things, and not a lot for the spells. And that's what I wanted. I wanted a good spell review to share with you, to be like, yeah, I did this on my mother-in-law. Whatever.
Of course.
But no luck. So I look to you, my friends.
Bummer.
You let me know if you have experience with the Etsy witches.
And you don't have to tell us what the curse was.
Yeah.
You
my God.
can keep that secret.
Doesn't have
if
to be
you
the
want.
curse either. Just tell us how it worked.
I just want to know.
Yeah. Did it work? What's happening?
Yeah. And I want to know, look how far we've come from the dark place of, witchcraft, where curses were the reason lots of women got murdered in, early modern Europe. Look, we have Etsy witches doing whatever they want, and no one's really batting an eye. I think that's kind of beautiful in itself, that, the lack of belief nowadays allows people to do what they want to do.
Oh,
what they're
interesting.
Because,
That's a
I
good
think that's the
point.
crux of why no one's afraid of the Etsy witches, is because a lot of people don't believe in them.
Yeah.
So it's this funny catch-22 that I'm going to tie together here to say that whether you believe it's this supernatural thing or not, you must believe, if you're big-brained, like ladies who lore, that words and intentions have power. They hold a lot of power. And it's actually, curses are something that invokes the opposite of the placebo effect in science, called, and this is true, the nocebo effect. And this is not because it's not the placebo, it's because it comes from the Latin root nocere, to harm. So
Whoa.
the nocebo effect, as opposed to the placebo effect, is the idea of these psychogenic illnesses and hysteria that are created by someone's own mind. And there are tons and tons of examples of this nocebo effect. Wow. And I'm not trying to gaslight people also, because like some of these examples, who can say? Like Havana syndrome is an example that people bring up in a lot. This was a lot of US diplomats who were getting sick for inexplicable reasons, that once they announced what Havana syndrome was, it grew. A lot of people also think maybe the Russians had some sort of ability to make people sick. So again, I'm not trying to gaslight anyone out of their illness. The June bug phenomenon was a phenomenon in a factory in like the 60s where people thought there was a bug that was biting people and making them go crazy. But it turned out after like tons of studies that there was never a bug in the first place. And it actually...
Wait, what kind of factory was it?
I don't remember. I wish I could. I'll send you it.
Oh.
Because
Yeah,
there
I wonder if
are a lot of factory examples. And that was, to me, one of the most interesting things. Like, the factories have a lot more of the psychogenic illnesses. I can't explain
the
it.
fumes and materials cannot be good for the brain.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was thinking, too. That's why I was like, I'm never going to gaslight someone out of their illness, because I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah.
Like, what
Chemically.
gas leak where, you know, like the idea that toxic mold is something that contributes to like hallucinations in haunted houses perhaps is, you know.
Yeah.
We don't know the extent of what could be going on regardless. But one thing that I had a lot of fun with that I do believe is that between the 15th and 19th century, instances of motor hysteria were super common in nunneries. So the women who made up these convents were often forced there or whatever. They like had to be chaste and they had to be poor at that point, and they were not super happy about being there. Some of them might have been, but you know, a lot of people weren't. The nuns would like regularly exhibit behaviors that were then attributed to demonic possession, specifically using crude language, exhibiting suggestive behaviors, and in one case, meowing like cats.
Wait, I do all of those things.
Same.
I just feel for these nuns because I was like, oh my God, like this is a great example of you thinking it's demons and these women are trolling you. Like,
Literally. Or they're just like being people.
No, literally.
who knows? Maybe they were trolling. Maybe they exhibited hysteria. That was a common condition for many women who experience mental illness at much higher rates due to perhaps the patriarchy. But you know, the point of all of this is there's a very fine line between the psychological, the magical, the collective consciousness, and the physical. And usually in this world, we only really talk about the physical. But I think many witches would tell you, many Etsy witches and many witches of all genres would tell you that they're just good at tugging on those invisible strings that connect us. It's not some crazy, you know, conspiracy. They're just good at tugging on the right string at the right time, calling in the karma at the right time.
Yeah.
And I think karma is the perfect example of how many of these curses work, because your bad choices, your harmful choices, as much as you wish they weren't going to come back to harm you, they tend to come back and harm you and do exactly that. Because even every time you like speak ill about someone, folks, like you're also creating more pain for yourself, because then you're judging someone by a standard that you're one day going to have to judge yourself by. It's that similar.
That made me think of one of my like teachers it always is like, don't ever say you can't do something.
Yes.
Because you're making that true.
Sure.
I am a huge
And
believer
don't say
in
you're
that.
bad at something. Say that you are learning something
Yes.
or you're working at something. Don't ever negatively speak about yourself because then it's true.
Right. Right.
You become
like
what
that.
you believe. Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So I think the same is for other people's. Like, it's just a draining, negative thing.
100%. I always tell people too, it's like, if you say you are something, like always are, especially if it's a bad thing, like you are limiting yourself and you will stay that way. And like obviously sometimes we have to admit it, but I think it's way better to not put absolute timelines on things and to be like, I am this way right now, whatever that
Right.
is.
Yeah.
Currently.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
But it's you're
a good
kind of
point.
cursing yourself to repeat behaviors if you're like, I'm a person who blanks.
Yeah.
Or, you know, the other real curse I believe is like the evil eyes, you know, people if they don't like you, girl, like they're gonna make your life harder. Like, and that is unfortunate, but it is also true, and I don't think any of us want the evil eye on us. So be aware of, you know, when you're getting it. Hopefully I'm not getting it right now. Oh my god, I can feel it. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, Lindsay, run! Use your crystals.
Yeah.
It just breaks on camera.
that would be so spooky.
So the point of curses, the wrap up of curses is all to say, keep your mind strong, keep your positivity when all else fails, keep putting it into the world. And if everything else is falling apart, you can always get an Etsy witch to tell you if someone's cursing you for only $37.50 right now. It's on sale. It is 25% off of $50.
That's a steal. Amazing. Good episode.
That is funny.
Curses are crazy. I love
Yes,
it.
Lindsay, wrap it up. Hit that like major point. that
You
you're about
gotta.
to hit.
You gotta.
And she did.
You hit us with that Etsy witch, which I love.
I love the Etsy witches. I think it's so cool. I really, actually, I'm serious. I think of it as like a symbol of liberation that like people are actually allowed to do this
absolutely.
without being like imprisoned. Because I'm watching Outlander. Claire is like, she seems like a witch in many ways, and that's no good to be in the 1700s. Can't be too good at medicine.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
They just like thought that medicine was magic. To be fair, medicine is magic.
It's magic in a
There's-
different way.
I think someone said this recently, and I believe in it. There is no difference between science and magic. Science, we are just able to understand the process, and magic, we're not.
Yeah. 100%.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget who said that. I wish I could quote them.
Many of these concepts I truly believe that are like we talk about as lore and magic. When science catches up, it'll be a similar thing. It'll be like, oh
Yeah.
my god, we just found out that like there is, you know, a collective consciousness. People, you
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
can, whatever it is. Or the microfacial expressions. There's so many,
Yeah.
so much was magic 50 years ago.
I feel like we, at least I, lose the wonder and awe of science
Yeah.
because it's labeled as science.
Sure.
And maybe to add a little whimsy to our life, we could be like the magic of gravity, the magic of, you know, the sun.
Magic of Tylenol.
Honestly, the magic of Tylenol.
Tylenol's just a little potion you can buy.
Yeah.
Literally, I
The
want that hat.
whimsical potion of ibuprofen.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
Merch.
I actually tell myself that when I'm on TikTok too often. This is going to sound crazy, but I like tell myself, I'm like, if you were in a fantasy novel right now and there was like a magic mirror that you could just keep gazing into and keep gazing into and you just lose yourself in the magic mirror, that is TikTok, and you don't want to be someone who gets stuck in it.
Whoa, way to blow my mind, Lindsay.
I know it sounds
Unfortunately
crazy,
true.
but it does help
Dang.
with me being on my phone too much, because I'm like, okay, yes, I have this magic mirror, but that's not what life is about.
But what if the magic mirror is full of knowledge and good jokes and babies falling?
Well, then you use it to your heart's content, but you don't let it take over. You know?
So
Oh,
true.
I see. Yeah, you
Like,
don't
what
get
would
stuck
it would
in
be the
mirror.
same thing in the fantasy novel.
I keep telling myself I'm doing research for our podcast whenever I scroll on TikTok because
Yeah.
I
Not now.
then feel less bad about scrolling on TikTok.
Yeah, especially when we're on like our specific
Yeah.
account. I'm like, I'm just
That's what I
like
mean.
gathering intel.
I'm just working.
Yeah, no, you are working. Bill us for that.
Internet bell. I just thought of a new segment that would be fun.
Ooh.
Maybe starting in October, next week, spooky season, we could have like a moment where we tell each other a new like witchy tip or trick or idea or something at the top of the show. And that way we can spread the practical magic of the world together.
Sure.
I like
Would that be fun?
I might start running out of things.
I think there's so
There are.
much you
Maybe
can't
we
run
like
out.
open it
There
up. We'll be
are.
like, how did lore come into your life this week? Because then it could be
Yes.
a witchy thing.
I love it.
Then it could be
Yeah.
like I watched The Mummy and the guy is hot.
Yes.
Maybe that's what it is.
I love it. I love it so much.
Yeah, I like that a lot. That's a great idea.
Well, if you have any other ideas for segments, write into ladieswholorepod@gmail.com, and it's as easy as that. We all just conferred about it right then and there, and now we're going to do a cool new thing. So,
And you can be a
Yeah,
part
and
of
we'll see
that.
what we can do about putting polls on the Patreon and stuff like that. Like, that's the dream.
Yeah.
Beware of the curses you're putting on yourself. Beware of the curses you're putting on others. And stay
and try Black
blessed.
Girl Magic. Stay blessed.
Stay blessed, fam. As Lindsay has
blessed,
said
Yeah, which I
all
say
the time.
all the time.
Stay blessed, fam.
blessed
Stay
fam.
blessed, fam.
Blessed fam. That's what I say.
Blessed fam. Another shirt of ours.
Blessed, fam.
Join the Patreon, get the merch. You get it.
And if you enjoyed this episode, please tell your friends. Please leave us a review, specifically this week on Apple Podcasts, because we can see all of those like all the time. The Spotify ones, I love the comments on the episodes. The Apple Podcast
good.
ones, we
Yeah.
haven't had one in a while. So fire it up. Say some shitty words or some nice words. Oh, I cursed.
Some shit. Why would you lead with shitty? You're just trying to get our curse meter up, huh?
I think we're at like 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
this
know, man.
podcast is marked as explicit, but I fear it's not.
I was like, I can't.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
aware of it. That's
We
true.
said penis a lot.
Hey, and that is a curse word.
That's a scary thing to say. It may not be a curse word, but
It is
like,
spooky season.
Penis.
I can't wait for the penis keychains.
Oh my god. Okay, well, we'll be back next week for actual spooky season. Oh,
I'm so excited.
we'll see you there.
All right,
hope.
ladies, should we? No, we'll see them there. I know we'll see you there.
Yeah, we will. We will.
We'll see you there. Should we sing a song as if we're putting a curse? A 3, a 2, a 1. Ladies who love, and your lungs, and your memories, and your liver.
It's so iconic.